Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to Yogvir and Tor! This is a super fun Age of Sigmar narrative campaign. Now, it's already gone out, but half of it was put in the MiniWarGaming vault. But thanks to our recent 24-hour live stream and a fundraiser we did, we're going to put out the entire thing for free. So we're going to put it out all again over the next few weeks. So this has all been recorded. So if you see anything that suggestions you want, we'll of course put them in the comments and we'll be able to use them for future narrative campaigns. But sit back and enjoy Yogvir and Tor.
We play and call it work.
Yogvir, Yogvir and Tor. Yogvir and Tor, looking for more. Yogvir and Tor. Yogvir, Yogvir and Tor. Yogvir and Tor, looking for more. Yogvir and Tor.
So, Yogvir grunted as they took shelter from a sudden squall in an ancient mill. Do you think we lost them? Undoubtedly not, Tor returned, wringing out his cloak. The Gave spawn and their hounds can follow any scent. The rain might help, but I doubt it. Yogvir didn't care about the rain, but he did wonder about how it had become so dark so fast. The canopy wasn't any more dense, and was still hours away from sundown. Come, we mustn't tarry long, Tor began after just a few minutes of rest. Yogvir growled. Wait, elf, let me stretch my legs. I'm not as skinny as you. Tor sighed, glaring at Yogvir. Do you not hear them? The barbarian cocked an eyebrow. Hear what, elf? Did you eat those mushrooms again? Tor blinked. What? You ate the vile fungoid, not me. The elf shook his head in annoyance. I hear hounds. You're a liar, Yogvir grunted. He didn't stand up. You ate the mushroom. I saw you do it. I am sure you saw many things, Tor muttered. Now are you coming, or are you going to stay and die to buy me time? Yogvir sighed, standing. Now that the elf mentioned it, his memory of the whole elf-eating mushroom incident was a bit hazy. And the purple rhinoxes he'd seen following them through these ruins did remind him an awful lot that time that he'd eaten witch bloom with the Ravikins 3 winters ago. Grudgingly, he followed Tor back out into the forest. A few hours of marching through the gnarled, dead trees kept them ahead of the vengeful beastmen. The Yogvir ruins began resembling the outskirts of a city, cropping up in the dead forest everywhere Tor looked. It didn't take them long to clear the edge of the forest and enter the heart of Agath-Zan. Massive roots spreading from derelict structures, and the flora and fauna of the overgrown city seemed strange. Most plants were gray, and almost every creature the elf saw was some kind of vermin. In the mists, there was something bewildering and unnatural about them. Tor felt less sure of every stride, and his senses regularly deceived him, for as they moved on, he periodically saw shapes in the mist, humanoid shapes, like memories of the city's former denizens. Ahead, out of the gloom, he saw black pillars rising, sporting a towering arch that could only be the edifice of an ancient temple. The Temple of Atravast. A temple to a dead god. They passed between the pillars, into the interior of the open structure. There was no ceiling. There never had been. Atravast's glory had been resplendent under the distant void beyond, beneath the light of dying stars. Grr, this place makes my hackles rise, Yogvir grunted. I feel like we shouldn't be here. For once, Tor agreed. We shouldn't. Then why are we here? Yogvir eyed Tor suspiciously. Is this another one of your schemes? Tor nodded. I must contact somebody. This temple might be a ruin, and the god it served might be dead. Tor hoped at least. But the hidden pathways it guarded are still active. I need to use them and warn somebody. Warn who? And of what? Yogvir growled threateningly. Who? Perhaps one day you'll see her. Of what? Well, I was supposed to acquire something. That trinket you were whining about? Yogvir grunted. Tor cocked a surprised eyebrow, baffled that the barbarian could make that connection. Yes, that trinket. What was it for? I don't know, Tor returned indignantly. But it's irrelevant anyways. Whatever my master could have used it for is a moot point. Since I don't have it, I need to warn her of that. Speak normally, elf, Yogvir growled. I am speaking normally, Tor hissed. When we were hunting for my trinket, we were attacked by Night Haunt, in case you were too mushroom-addled to recall. Yogvir scratched his head. Tor rolled his eyes. Ghosts, Yogvir. Ghosts. Right. The shrieky things I couldn't hit. Yes, Tor continued. They shouldn't have been there. That they were means something. Means what? I don't know, Tor shivered. The Night Haunt served only one master, and if that master was somehow involved, she had to be warned. Yogvir was about to continue blabbering, but Tor held up his hand for silence, continuing on towards the pools. He wished he didn't hear the howls behind them. Prepare yourself, Yogvir. I need to send this warning, and that means we kill whatever's following us. Fine, elf, but we should be in the Badlands killing orcs, not creeping through old temples for your schemes. Tor was about to retaliate and remind Yogvir how petty his quest for misguided revenge was when they saw their first threat. And it wasn't beastmen.
As Yogvir and Tor enter the ruins, they see some ghouls picking at the leftovers of whatever they can find. And the ghouls look up and notice them, and growl and start to come towards you. Hero phase for Yogvir and Tor.
Nothing to do.
Nothing? Okay. Both just doing a normal move?
I guess I will run.
Well, okay, then run.
Yeah, I will run.
Just tell me, just roll the die. How far?
Oh, an extra 3.
3? Hey, not bad. Where are you gonna shoot?
I'll fire these guys.
Those ghouls?
There's ghouls over here.
4 shots now.
2s.
Oh, right, because you're super awesome.
And
3s.
Hey.
6 saves. All 3 die. 3 ghouls fall to Tor's arrows. Hey, that's like better than he usually does in entire games with his regular shots.
He does pretty good sometimes.
Charge phase.
I will declare rampaging charge.
Now I'm going to add in a caveat. It says plus 6 inches of charge distance, but they're not within 12 inches to declare a charge. But I'm going to say if they have to be within 18 inches, because it just makes sense, because you get that plus 6, right? And you can charge even if you ran. Are you going to boost it to try knocking down guys?
I would, you know, jeez, that's so cool. I really want. How does is the guys within 1 inch?
Every model within an inch, you roll a d6. If you roll higher than their number of wounds, so in this case a 2+, they get knocked down.
I need to roll some redonkulous numbers to get. No, I won't boost it.
You're not going to boost it? Okay, so you can charge and you get plus 6 to your charge. You need a 14-inch charge, you need to roll an 8.
Yeah! I should have boosted. That was some crazy numbies.
17-inch charge. Yogvir.
That you is boom. I love barbarians.
Tor, are you going to charge all these?
Wait, can I take a couple steps back now?
Oh, you
Huge sword!
huge sword can cleave through them all, hitting on 2s. I don't want to see that 1.
Winning on 3s?
I don't want to see you either.
And it's -1.
I believe so.
So I don't get my 6-up save and does D3 damage each. Can you do something?
And I will kill 3.
3!
That's okay, I guess.
Bam! And then you got your axe though, your mighty axe.
I do. And the axe is the finisher. We got 1 hit.
Backswing with the axe.
And a wound.
And you kill 1 more.
Oh yeah. In the head.
The ghouls respond with fury and anger.
And fear.
And
Fear.
Fear.
I don't know how much fear they feel. We'll see that in the battle shock phase. So 12 attacks from the ghouls, hitting on 4s. Whatever. 4s to wound. 1 wound!
The pure fear. Fear. 6 up 200 damage. Oh no!
Oh, you take a wound.
I do.
You had a 4-up armor, if anybody was wondering. Battle shock. Is one of the ghouls afraid? We lost 4, bravery 10, so I gotta roll 6. Nope. One of them thought about it. You see a look in one of the ghouls' eyes like, huh, huh, huh.
I look at that one. I'm gonna get him.
These ghouls respond to Tor.
Sorry, buddy. You know, in the heat of the moment.
We didn't worry about battle shock for them because they lost 3 in their bravery 10. Yeah, then they charge. Ah, 7's gonna get them there.
Oh no! Coward! I want to do something.
Into the close combat phase.
I want to do something. I'm going to disengage with this boost over here.
You got a free boost.
Do it before.
So normally disengage. Let's make sure everybody remembers. After making his melee attacks, Tor can immediately make a retreat move. If you boost it, you can use this at the beginning of the combat phase, before any attacks are made. So it can be the enemies too. You gonna run?
Oh yeah.
So all right, we gotta move like 16 inches.
Aw.
Let's make sure you end more than 3 inches away.
Holy guacamole.
Look at him go. Like, woo, 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 woo. And then these 6 ghouls will attack Yogvir. He can take it. 4s to hit.
Every time.
Oh, that was a little better. 4s to wound. 2 wounds. They were twice as effective.
4 up armor.
Oh, you made one of them.
Do I not care? I care.
You do care. You take another wound. And then Yogvir swings his huge sword,
right,
hitting on 2s.
I'm gonna attempt to make the scared one live last.
Ah, you're probably gonna kill them all.
2
You get 2 of them through.
And I
D3.
kill
5 of them. So you're gonna leave the one that's scared?
Yeah, the scared one. He should have ran. Now he gets. Now he holds my axe.
Here, hold my axe. 4s and 3s. Oh, you swing and you miss.
Oh, maybe he runs still.
He looks at you in terror. He had killed 5, bravery 10.
He runs. No!
Does not run. His look of fear turns into resolve. These ones will still, they did a charge move, so they can still move 3 inches towards the nearest enemy. So they're coming for you, Tor. They're a little confused about how fast you just went.
Yeah, that was weird.
On to your hero phase. Anything special?
I've got nothing.
I'm gonna health surge myself.
So you're going to use the shared one that gives you D3 wounds?
I'm just gonna get back,
All of them.
well, oh. See, what's the chance roll? 1 in 3 chance.
Yeah.
I wasted a health.
No, you're fine, you're good.
Yeah.
Movement.
I'm crawling up and getting to here.
Well, then you're going to shoot where?
I
the
want
one
to
with-
shoot that ghoul. I want to shoot the other ghouls.
I'm kind of tied up in combat here. If you do what you want to do, I'm a little distracted with this.
I'm going to deal with these ones because I don't want him charging far back here.
2's to hit. Oh, 3 hit. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. 6 up. Oh, 2 of them go down. As the 2 look and they're all confused, 2 arrows sink into their skulls and they fall to the ground. Are you going to charge, Tor?
No.
No? You just get up there? Alright. Okay, Yogvir, do your thing.
I guess, here we go.
This is not overkill at all.
right
Huge
through
sword.
his body.
Yep, you killed him twice. Nope, you killed him 6 times. 6 times.
You made a little puddle of goose, let's chop him to bits.
It's like one clean cut, then yeah, like
They give him the axe too.
and hold this.
You got him.
Should have ran away.
These ghouls aren't going to run.
I'll show them what's what. Give me a little 1, 2.
Give you a little 4.
Anything but a double 1. They're in.
Hey,
And they charge in.
welcome to your demise.
10 attacks from them, hitting on 4s. Oh, no, only 5 hits. 4s to wound. Oh, 4 wounds!
Oh my god.
Ramshackle armor, 4 up. Oh! Doesn't even notice it.
I laugh as
And out of this building comes a huge one.
oh hey, what a oh no.
And a bunch of ghouls come out with him. And he sees you, growls, and he starts bounding towards you. But then Yogvir swings his mighty sword. Sorry, his huge sword.
Huge sword.
2's to hit. Oh, triple 1. He's distracted by the big guy. He's looking at him right now. Oh, he doesn't do any damage. The mighty axe? Does the mighty axe do anything? Nothing.
No.
He's too distracted by the big guy.
I'm heartbroken.
Oh no!
And from the back, you can hear the bane of the beasts of chaos approaching.
Oh jeez.
Then out of the mist, hounds and spawn and bulgors come towards you. In your hero phase?
I'm gonna do an awesome combo. I'm gonna boost it with that reboost over there, which will boost my multi.
Hold on. We're in the hero phase right now.
Yeah.
Well, then why are you boosting your missile attacks?
Oh yeah.
So we're in the hero phase. Are you going to do anything in the hero phase with your cards?
I will probably still do. I think this is in hero phase.
Yeah, that's mark is in the hero phase right there. See?
Oh, I want to do it at the same time.
So in the hero phase, you're going to mark
Yeah, we're gonna mark the big guy.
the big courtier.
Yeah.
So you reroll 1s. Are you going to boost it so you reroll all failed hits and wounds? Or just reroll 1s for
know
hits
what?
and wounds?
We're not gonna boost it because we can't hit up 2s anyway.
Change your mind, you are going to boost it?
It's full any, so I'm gonna boost
Yeah,
it.
he thought it said any failed hits or wounds. It just says any, which means the whole minus negatives and stuff shenanigans don't apply.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Movement phase.
I'm stuck.
Now shooting phase.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get rid of a multi-shot here. If I can get my hand on this card. And we will boost that with a mighty shot.
So this will allow you to do D6 shots per shot.
Yes.
What's your targets?
Okay, so I'm going to put them. I'm putting 3 in the big guy, and then I'm gonna put 1 to them. So do the 1.
One is 6 shots.
Nice. Let's get the other way.
2s to hit. Not re-rolling anything because they're not marked. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, not -1, so 6 up save. So 2 of them die, except that there's a hero nearby. And yeah, they die. 3d6 shots into the big guy.
Nice.
11, not bad. 2s to hit. No, sorry, 3s to hit because he's a hero and there's lookout, sir. But you get to re-roll any hits, so you got all your hits. 3s to wound, re-rolling Hanny. Wow, that's 10 wounds. I've got 6 wounds and a 4-up save.
He said before he died.
Oh, that's 7 wounds. That's 7 wounds. 6 up, ignore him. Can I see 2 6s? 1 6. You did exactly the number of wounds to kill it.
Calculated. That was the 3 dice to him one time.
I
because
did
he
the math
knew,
in my
yeah.
head, I was burning. I was like, oh, no, 3's me. Okay, 3's the right amount.
The perfectly right amount. A huge hail of arrows comes down in this area. Boom! Then he falls to the ground. And Yog-vir thinks that it ran away because it saw Yog-vir. Yeah. No charging for Tor?
No.
That's his brave act for the day. Okay, Yog-vir. Swing your each sword a little better this time, now that you're not distracted.
I'm just having fun.
2s to hit.
3s to wound. There we go.
That's 2. They get right through, so D3.
I'll kill
3. And they got your mighty axe, though. Mighty axe. Gonna finish them off. 4s.
Oh!
3s. Oh, you got him! Oh, you killed
I
him
don't even know
all.
what to do. How to hold it.
With a howl, the beastmen move forward. The hounds auto-run 6 inches.
Nice.
So 16 inches right there, coming for you, Yog-vir. Spawn move 2d6 inches. I'm also going to run them, so 3d6 inches.
Wow, look, a normal move.
Run the Doom Bull, 3 inches, and we'll run the Bulgors 2 inches. He jumps over. The Bulgors not far behind. Looking down at Yog-vir, whose back is still turned, so maybe he hasn't noticed him yet. Or maybe he'll just be tied up by the ghouls anyways, right?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Tor's hoping that there will be one ghoul that survives this. They're gonna charge. Well, no, they don't make it. Nobody else charges, so passes back to Yogvir and Tor's turn. Can you take them all, Yogvir? I believe in you.
I also believe in me. Those dogs only have 1 wound, apparently.
I'm gonna shoot those dogs.
Tor's having a hard time deciding what to do.
I hear the shouts catch Yogvir's attention. Oh!
Yeah, Yogvir turns around.
Coming at me over there. There's.
I need to meditate.
Oh, that's not that idea.
So you're gonna
I need
meditate.
to meditate.
Are you gonna boost it?
I think I am. I want. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna boost it.
So you're gonna meditate so you can flip over 2 cards.
Take a multi-shot. I'll get rid of one of these awesome combos, and I'm gonna get back Mark.
You can do 1 more, because it does 2 already. So I'll do a 3rd one. Mighty shot. Movement!
Just gonna go to here.
Right near the ghouls. What about you, Yogvir? Where's Yogvir going?
Well, he
To
fears.
certain death?
He fears nothing.
Or to the cowardly end?
It's not. He fears nothing he can kill, right? As long as I can.
And he's
kill
killed
it.
a Minotaur before. The
easily
Bulgor, he one-shotted it before.
I know.
There wasn't 4 of them. But you know, he killed it really bad.
No. I'm gonna.
All right, actually, before you make your decision, I'm crawling down the wall. I'm gonna go over here.
Tor's in trouble.
On a
Help me up here!
4-up, I go for the ghouls.
Okay, go. Oh no! Oh
I'll find a
no!
new barbarian.
On a 6-up, he reconsiders?
No. No.
He doesn't notice?
Do 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 do.
You can get it, you can take him.
I will. I will take them.
Shooting phase. So
Well, I guess we're gonna multi-shot them.
you got a multi-shot,
Yeah, we're
D3
definitely
shots.
We're definitely gonna boost that.
So it'll be D6 shots per shot. Gets ready to unload a lot of arrows into them. 4 D6 shots. Oh, look at that. 12. 2s to hit. 3s to wound. That's right. So 5 of them possibly dead. 6s to save them. Yeah, 5 of them dead. Fuck, 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 fuck. Tons of arrows come down and 5 of them just fall to the ground. And then what are you doing, Yogvir?
So in my shooting phase, the dogs are obviously a threat, but I'm not respecting them as much as the big guy. I'm going to attempt a boosted, blood-curdling shout and make the dogs.
We haven't seen this ability yet. Let's take a look at
That's
it.
probably the best case for it.
So blood-curdling shout, you roll a d6 against each enemy within 6 inches, so a unit that is. If the roll is higher than their bravery, they immediately move 2d6 inches away. If you boost it, you roll 2d6 instead. Maximum 8, but in this case, their bravery is 4. So how are you going to boost it? Which card are you going to use to boost it?
Oh, the boost card's already been used, eh? I don't think neither of us... Oh, +1 wound is nice, but... I'm going to use... I was going to use that boost card. But I guess I can use... I can probably use one of the awesome combos.
Okay.
I'll save one for later.
So roll 2d6, and you got to roll... Is it higher then? Yeah, higher. So you got to roll 5 or higher. So roll 5 or higher.
Got
6! So they're going to move 8 inches away from you. So Yogvir does his blood-curdling shout, which sounds like...
Oh, jeez.
And the hounds are terrified of the horrible sound coming out of his mouth.
My blood's curdled.
That'd be an awful feeling.
Charge phase.
Woo, I need a 10, viewers!
You need a 10 to get to the Doom Bull?
Big noise. Yeah!
11!
What's gonna happen?
And in he goes.
Laughing maniacally, I might add.
Swinging his huge sword above his head.
He is a maniac.
With his huge sword, Yog-vir soon will arrive.
What sane
With
man
Tor
does
behind,
this?
leaving him alone, and he's probably not going to be alive. What's Tor doing?
I'm gonna wait right here.
He's just going to shake his head.
Yeah, I was like, I'm an idiot.
Okay, Yog-vir.
Yeah.
How are you going to survive this mess that you got yourself into?
So this is the new position first charge. He'll just pile into there. And he is going to augment. He's going to use a card. It's a Mighty Strike.
So what are you going to do, man?
I'm going to Awesome Combo, but I'm going to boost Awesome Combo.
Okay, so you're going to flip over Awesome Combo. What are you going to boost it with?
And I think... Definitely need the second wing. I don't think I need Pile Driver for right now. Or no, Whirlwind. I don't need Whirlwind.
You're not going to use Whirlwind.
I won't. I'm going to boost Mighty Strike with Hit Better for the +1 to wound.
So they both got boosted. So
Yep.
you double your attacks.
And all damage is maxed.
All the damage is max, so they're doing 3 damage apiece for your each sword.
There's 8 attacks.
And they get +1 range, so you got a 2-inch reach. +1 rend, double attacks, +1 to hit, +1 to wound. The +1 to hit won't matter, but the +1 to wound will. It means that you're going to be hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s. With rend -2, 3 damage apiece. So you've got 8 attacks right now, and you've got every unit in range.
Are they... I guess I shouldn't pull them with... They can just pile in and attack me there, eh?
They can.
Yeah, I guess it's...
They're not that strong, though.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about
The things you're worried about are the bigger guys.
These guys are 4 wounds each, so I got 4d12. And they have no save against this attack.
And they only have a 5 up, and you're at -2. He gets a 6 up save against your attack, but he's got 8 wounds. You're hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, but
could do
any
4.
1s are just gone.
I could do 4 and 4, and I think that'll kill... If I'm lucky, it'll kill all of them, and maybe him, but that's like luck. So I could do 5 and 3, where he probably won't die, but they will die, I think.
You roll 2 1s.
I know. I know.
So how are you
Get
doing?
your axe.
You do have the axe, the mighty axe, 2 attacks to finish something
5
up.
and 3, it's 5 and 3.
5 and 3. Who's the 5 going on? This
5
unit?
on them, yeah.
5 on them. Where are you going to start? Them?
Starting on him.
The 3 attacks. 2s and 2s. No 1s. No 1s. Oh, there's 2 1s.
Double 1.
Double 1. 6 up save. Yeah, he takes 3 wounds. Bam! A hunk of him goes flying. The rest absorbed or just not hurt at all.
Ooh,
now 2s and 2s. Oh no! There's 2 1s.
It's okay, as long as I kill some.
Okay, that's 9 wounds.
So I kill 2 of them.
That kills 2. We're gonna keep the champion alive.
Woo.
And wounds the champion. So 1 wound. You only have 2 attacks with your axe, and it only has 1-inch reach anyways. So.
Yeah, I'm into the big name guy, or the leader.
Doom Bull.
Both hit. And both wound because +1. Oh wait.
No, you don't have +1. +1 was for your sword only.
Oh, okay.
So we got a -1, so we got a 5 up save.
No, you're fine.
Saved. The Doom Bull turns around. Brings down its enormous axe.
3 attacks.
3 attacks is a big axe hitting on 3s.
Go.
Oh, only 1 misses.
Oh.
3s to wound, -2 rend, 3 damage apiece. 3s to wound. Oh, they both go through. Your ramshackle armor is not going to be much help. You only get 6 up saves.
Oh, I fail both.
And so that means you took 6 wounds, which you don't notice on 6s.
Oh, at
Oh,
5.
5 wounds.
Still alive.
You got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
So you're down to 1 wound, and then he tries to gore you with his horns. His horns hit on 4s. 1 hits, wounds on a 4. Oh no, it did a 6! It does a mortal wound in addition to the wound, so even if you save this on a 4
I'll
up,
do the 4 up armor
you did.
and ignore the mortal wound. No.
Oh, so you take the last wound, so you gotta roll on the injury chart. You want anything but a 6, but especially a 1 would be
A 1
awesome.
would be awesome right here. Rage? No.
4, so you're flesh wounded. So you're not knocked down, you just get, you get a wound back and you take 1 flesh wound. And then the Bulgor comes in.
It's okay, you only hit on 4s, right?
So the great axe from the champion, so he has 3 attacks instead of 4, or instead of 2. 4 is to hit. Oh!
That's never.
Steve! They do hit! They do hit!
That's not, they don't hit.
They did! I have proof right here on camera. Maybe they won't wound? 3's to wound? No, oh look at that! Only 1 manages to wound.
Negative.
-2, so you get a 6 up armor save! Oh! That's 3 wounds you just took, which you ignore on 6s. You ignore none of them. Which means you roll 3 times in the injury table and add 1.
1.
7. Uh-oh. 7 is, boop.
He's out.
He's out.
Oh, jeez. got this? You gotta go save me now.
But
You gotta go save me now.
prepare for a long back. I put a blinker on the table. They're all dead.
I will just leave you here lying down, face first, to represent where you fell.
Oh, there's so much heroic potential there.
You did kill 2 of them, and you injured everybody else.
I had defensive. Oh man.
Battle shock on them. 5 of them ran. No, none of them are running. But over here, we got bravery 6. 2 of them died, and the other one stays. He's sticking around. This show is now just called Tor.
That's how you take yourself
Tor.
out of
Tor.
Looking for Yogvir.
Looking for Yogvir's pieces. Onto their turn. Ghouls turn around. Chaos Spawn move 2d6 and run another 6 inches. You know, just freaking right there. So we've got a problem here, Yog-vir. See, normally when Yog-vir goes unconscious, we just roll to see if he gets hurt at the end of the game. But the Doom Bull turns around, yells at the Bulgor, which actually does run away towards Tor, but he stays back and reaches down and picks up Yog-vir's body. So every turn it takes is going to be more rolls on the injury chart at the end.
Oh no!
As he consumes
As he tries to eat you.
I don't have any more.
But there's always a chance he'll get distracted by the bag of bones. So basically, in my hero phase, the Doom Bull is going to feast. And on a 4+ he'll feast on you, which will be 1 additional injury roll at the end of the game. You've already got 1. And on a 1, 2, 3, he chews on one of the bones in your sack of bones. Yeah, he just like looking through it, okay? So now it's a race against the clock, because if you have to roll 4 or 5 times an injury table, boy, are you going to be nerfed for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
The ghouls charge in. Are you going to disengage?
I think I'm
There's just 3 of them.
I think I need my card.
I think you do too.
Real quick. I gotta take it.
You going to take it?
Yeah.
6 attacks then. 4s. And 4s. Oh, 3 wounds, which you can 5 up save.
5 up.
So 2 wounds. And you're down to 3 wounds. And they can strike back with your Elven Blades. 3 attacks with your Elven Blades.
Oh no.
Oh, you kill 1. They're not running, obviously.
Now I have to disengage.
And then you're going to disengage after you make your attacks. You can make a retreat move. Might as well run. Doesn't stop you from doing anything next turn. And he acrobatically leaps up on top of the building. Nothing in the hero phase.
Stopping right here.
Tor moves up, seeing that the huge Doom Bull is reaching down to feast on Yog-vir. And then what does he do in the shooting phase?
We're gonna put a single shot into him.
To distract him.
And I'll put 3 into the dogs.
Now, I gotta warn you, you only distract him if you hit him.
I know. If I roll a 1, it's his fault.
So single shot into the Doom Bull, hitting on a 2. Oh, that's a good hit. Good solid hit. And it even wounds. 4 up. He doesn't. Oh, it actually sinks right through his armor.
Huh.
He's down to 4 wounds. Poof! And he turns around. You can see the steam coming from his nose as he gets ready to charge the other way. 3 shots into the hounds, hitting on 2s, winning on 3s. 6 up save. You kill 1. You were distracted, trying to save your friend. Did any of the hounds run away from that mighty shot? Their bravery 4, 1 ran, or 1 was dead. Nope, they don't run.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. Ruff, 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 bark, bark.
Yeah,
bark, bark, ruff, 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 bark, bark.
How far do they move?
Moving up. Actually, he's gonna run.
This is Yogvir's narrative.
He actually like pushes aside the Bulgor as he's running forward. Does the Chaos Spawn go anywhere? Hey, 12 inches. Hey, come up here. Charge. Charge. Well, Tor is surrounded. Only one way out of being surrounded.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, if he's not knocked down. Nothing you can do at the start of the combat phase.
Nope.
You don't have a disengage left. Not that you could disengage anyways, because there's nowhere for you to go.
Right.
The hounds will go first. 4s to hit. Half hit. 4s to wound. Oh, only 1 wound.
There we go.
Maybe you'll be okay. 5 up save, you take a wound. You're down to 2. Now you get to go. Where are you going to put your attacks?
Ghouls, obviously.
3s and 3s, no saves. Oh, can you get them both? And you get 1 of them. Which means the other one could take you down if it makes both of its hits and wounds. 4s to hit, you're fine.
We're good.
4s to wound, you're fine. Nobody ain't running. Which brings us to your hero phase.
We're gonna boost a blink.
So blink, let me just show the audience. allows you to remove Tor and replace him anywhere wholly within 18 inches and more than 9 inches from enemy models. If you boost, it's 36 inches and more than 3 inches from enemy models.
Use an awesome combo for that.
You're running out of cards, man.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Poof, over to protect poor Yogvir. Then what are you going to do?
Drag him off again.
You drag him off and hide?
Oh, no.
Wounded and aching, Tor had dragged Yogvir into the shadows as the beastmen continued searching for them. Luckily for them, more of the flesh-eater courts were still to be found, and soon there was a gruesome affair, and the two could do nothing but watch and hope that they ended up too distracted and too exhausted to pursue them. Eventually the beastmen finished the ghouls, butchering them. Tor watched as the leader of the pack, a shaman, arrived, identical to the one they'd killed protecting the herdstone, and limped towards the pools. He peered inside, snarled, and prodded up the surface before braying to his pack and departing. In the midst of the rotting carrion and bloodshed, they'd lost the trail. Once Tor was certain the area was clear, he signaled Yogvir, and the two limped forward. Yogvir immediately set about to harvest trophies from the beastmen. Tor shook his head, approaching the pool. "Do your thing, elf," the barbarian grunted, "but be quick. My hackles tell me we're being watched." Tor glanced at a shadowy figure lurking between the overgrown sky pillars. "We are being watched." Stepping up to the edge of one of the pools, he knelt, holding out his hand to touch the liquid, and discovering, to his surprise, that it was glass. Glass that moved like liquid, rippling to his touch. "Shale, Lady of Sorrows, I call to you," Tor whispered. He saw the reflection shift from a starry night to the underside of a dome. Shimmering distortions made the image an abstraction at best. The elven woman that appeared, lithe and slender, was less of an abstraction. She wore a flowing silk robe that moved as though she floated in water, all but melding with the mist that shrouded her. A glassy, featureless mask gazed back at him. "Shadel Torel," her voice echoed, distorted and distant. Tor felt a note of melancholy at those words, that name. "It's just Tor now," he returned sorrowful. "You know I cannot return." "Yes, this I know, but your name is yours. It cannot be taken from you." The Lady of Sorrow's words were true. "But it can be forgotten," Tor countered. "But I did not breach the veil to discuss my exile. I speak now to inform you that I have failed. The Mistwalker is still in Atravos' possession." The woman in the glass did not move. Her silence unnerved Tor into continuing. "It was protected by Nighthaunt. Nagash is watching. He knows." The words were difficult to say, as though giving voice to his fear made it all the more real. The Lady of Sorrows cocked her head. "Then Nagash is aware that Atravos still lives." "He lives?" Tor had suspected as much, but his lady's words were an unexpected confirmation. The woman nodded. "A force is pulling the gloaming void away from Ulgu, towards Gur. Its connection to Ulgu is tenuous, so it seeks an anchor to a more tangible realm. It is the only way to escape the pull of the Nadir. Only a god could do such a thing." "Then what must we do?" Tor asked uncertainly. "Nagash attempted to kill Atravos and devour his realm," she explained. "The price of his survival was the doom of his empire, and more. Atravos devoured the Indrivari, his own worshippers, to stay alive." "Indrivari ruins are appearing here," Tor said, in case she was unaware. "That is because the gloaming void is merging with a portion of Gur," she continued. "If Atravos is allowed to anchor his realm, it will save it from the Shaiish Nadir, but it will draw the attention of Nagash." Tor shook his head. "It already has. The Nighthaunt are here. What do we do?" "We do what we have to," she said solemnly. "We must end Atravos' suffering before Nagash brings his full might to bear on Gur." To kill a god, Tor thought. He'd killed kings before, but this was different. "How?" he asked. "Breach the veil. Enter the gloaming void. Find the dying god and end him," she said. "We cannot breach the veil without the Mistwalker's assistance," Tor muttered. "The skeins in the mist tell me another way will reveal itself, provided you are at the right place, at the right time." Her words were cryptic, but then, dealing with the skeins left only vague impressions. The Lady of Sorrows could not know the full truth. "Go to Tharland," she continued. "Be my eye, Shadal Torel. When the veil weakens, you must cross, and do what must be done." With that, her image faded, and the mirror pools returned to their paradoxical reflection. Tor stepped back, feeling the cold immensity of what he had to do weigh down upon him. He looked to Yogvir, who still picked at the beastmen. It looked as though hours had passed. "Come, Yogvir, we're done here. We make for Tharland." Yogvir grunted, standing. "So what did the pool say?" Tor sighed. "That we must go to Tharland and wait for something to happen." "I don't like waiting," Yogvir grunted. "I like killing orcs." "Well, then you're in luck," Tor retorted, "because the orcs were going to go there too. Yogvir nodded, satisfied. Tor didn't feel the need to explain anything else. Before we go any further, though, we've got to roll to see what kind of injury Yogvir may have sustained. Now, thanks to Tor's heroics, you only have to roll once.
Unbeknownst to me.
Unbeknownst to you, right?
Yeah.
So ungrateful.
2d6, you want to roll 5 or higher. There's a 3. Oh, you got a 9. Get up, you're fine.
Exactly.
Whew. But because you guys failed the mission, you are not going to get enough experience to level up.
I rolled 5 ones.
You could have done it, man.
And I rolled a 3 to go charger. I could have done this. I don't know, granted, I should have attacked the Bulgor only, but I wanted to kill everything.
The Doom Bull, you mean? Or
Yeah, the Doom Bull. Should have attacked the Doom Bull.
That's okay. We're going to find out what happens next in the next mission, which is already in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below. Go ahead and click that to get it. If you are not a Vault member, you can get this entire campaign for free by going to miniwargaming.com/Tor, T-O-R, the true hero of our story. Also because Yogvir is harder to spell.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the Vault. Happy wargaming.